Hughes here for Miss Armstrong and Miss Hughes' class, and I thought it would be wonderful if we could unpack our packet this week. I am so looking forward to you getting to see the packet. What we've been working on this last packet has been transportation, and this one that's now is community helpers. There's a mix of Montessori activities because we like to let you continue to be working on your Montessori lessons as you're doing your practical life at home and you're spending wonderful quality time at home. But we also have activity sheets, because I know a lot of days you're at grandma's house or you're needing some downtime, and that's something I absolutely love about Montessori. I mean, Montessori doesn't actually do worksheets. Ooh, we've got some wind going on here. But in a way, anything can be Montessori, because sometimes Montessori isn't what you do, it's how you do it. I'm gonna go chase after this folder. So thank you, Brianna Hartman, for sharing your folder with us. I have a dinosaur here as a paperweight, holding my papers down. Roar! Okay, so let's go through the papers first, because it's so much easier to load the packet papers first. And then we'll do the material a little later, because those slide in easier later. Alright, so community helpers page. It's looking at a few community helpers that we might consider your average helpers, those around superhero, but by average I mean ones we think of a lot of times, like doctors, teachers, nurses, police officers, firefighters, all this. We have a cute little song here, helpers everywhere, to the farmer in the dell. The mailman brings our letters, the mailman brings our letters, he puts them in the box each day, the mailman brings our letters. And so that talks about a helper. This is a wonderful week for you to be talking about how you and your family are helpers in our community, and your children can be helpers in the community. Here is a helper. What does it look like he does? What kind of helper is this? A firefighter? Oh yeah, it says, you don't need to be afraid, firefighters are your friends. So I know we don't try to do a lot of color sheets, especially in Montessori, but I mean, community helpers! Those are some of, transportation and community helpers are some of the most fun, like, worksheet, color page. You know, if your kids need something other than just coloring with crayons, let them paint it. We loved letting them paint the worksheets that we were given. Every time we went to chapel, we were given a worksheet from the church, and so we were like, okay, you can do it, you gotta paint it, that kind of thing. So we have a small, medium, large activity. You can use what's provided, but you can also use things at your home. Here we have Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. This is in sign language. How exciting is that? Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, how I wonder what you are. How cool. So for community helpers, we're doing the k sound. So you can work on the k sound. We've got some cutouts here that can be placed wherever with the k sound. This one, so one thing we'd love to work on with this age, it seems like it would come so naturally, but it doesn't always. It's a skill to look and really notice which one is the tallest, which one is the shortest, which one's in the middle. This is another one that looks easy to us, but they are learning their differentiation and discriminating between shapes, and so it takes them a little longer, but this is just another practice page. You know, find the shape that's different. You can even have them do something with that where you say color all the ones that are different, and then pick a color they like or something. I love this one. It's so cute. It's match the community helper to their building where he or she would work. Fun. There's another cutting practice, a tracing practice. Oh, okay. So at our school we have joyful character, but teachers typically do them at their own pace, so we didn't really integrate it into this, but I thought, well, how could we not do our joyful character for community helpers and not do servant-hearted? So our joyful character we are working on, you can talk about being servant-hearted. Being servant-hearted is being helpful, willing to share time, money, and abilities with others in need, and considering the interest of others before your own. And the scripture verse with that is Galatians 5:13. Serve one another in love. Some of you did turn in your hours, but the rest of you, yep, you got another week in there. So, yes, turn in those hours. Oh, this was supposed to go in last week, but it made it to this week. A thank you train. This was supposed to go, oh, wait. Yes, this was transportation. It's all right because people who drive trains are community helpers as well. And there's a story dictation page where you can write stories with your kids. There is a practical life challenge from Miss Lachlan. Miss Lachlan has, okay, let's see. So for Monday, help wash the dishes after breakfast. Okay, so Monday, I want to hear that you all helped wash the dishes after breakfast. Tuesday, spread peanut butter or sunflower butter on crackers or celery for snack time. Wednesday, roll your socks after laundry is clean. Thursday is help feed a pet. If you don't have a pet at home, I was going to say water the plants, but that's Friday. If you don't have a pet at home, parents, it's a freebie. You can help your child, or you can let your child decide how they would like to be a helper that day. Friday is water plants or seeds outside. You should all have some seeds, and I hope that sometime soon they make it into some dirt and some water, and we hear about some growth. Wonderful. Okay, so let's move on to the actual Montessori materials. Oh, so what I was saying about Montessori is a way of doing things and not necessarily what they do. I mean, it is what you do, of course, to a degree. But, for example, so it goes along with grace and courtesy, and a lot of Montessori is, looking for the opportunity to remember our grace and courtesy. So remembering, I have students who are sitting at their chair, and their legs are not under the table. They're like this. And so you remind them, go ahead and put both of your feet under your chair so that you have good posture. And somebody could be playing with cars, but we can remind them through grace and courtesy, to keep the volume down, or to, there are ways, even if it's not a Montessori material, to also practice and extend that grace and courtesy. So you might see there'll be opportunities where we kind of let them have downtime, especially in the afternoon, which is when Miss Keys usually got her phone out and was able to get some pictures. But you'll see a lot of those pictures where they're having downtime. You say, well, is that Montessori? Well, in those times, that's when we're really good. We have some wind today. When we'd be looking for, oh, that's it, crisscross applesauce, okay? And remember to, sit up straight, and remember we don't disturb another person's work, so we might use a very simple activity, very, very, it doesn't look prestigious or anything, but use those opportunities to remind them of other things that they need to be learning, especially in the grace and courtesy arena. Okay, so that's over. We have some cards and counters. This is something that Miss Armstrong has in her room. The cards and counters that Miss Armstrong has in her room are a puzzle like this. In our room, ours is a little different. Ours is the one that Miss Keys calls the 10 apples up on top, where we actually put the red counters or chips. And I did record a video that we can do for the way our class does it. But these are a great puzzle too. And so I love that they have it. We just have two different materials for the same activity in our classes. We have some color tablets here for them to match and do their color tablet activity, and we can post a video, or unless she has an explanation here. We'll see. Oh, we have, fun. We have a badge here for all of our community helpers. Look at you. So our community helpers, you're going to make a badge for yourself. Brianna's is purple. And you can choose. We have a push pinning activity in the room, and the children have been given a lesson, but I mean, it's been, now it's been a month at least since they've touched it. So you can choose to have them push pin it. There are ways to push pin. That being said, what you might decide is you might decide to cut it instead of push pinning it if you don't find the material that you feel comfortable with at home. You could use, some people suggested a toothpick, but that's really hard for our age. That's more for the older kids. You could use a golf tee, a nail, a thumbtack. There's a few things that can be used to push pin. So that we are going to leave, that's a Montessori activity. We are going to leave that up to you if you want to do that. But if you feel like, let's cut it, that's all right, totally all right. We also have, I'm so excited about this. We worked on this so hard, and we were so thankful for the extra help we had. We made collage packets. We made collage packets for 2 weeks, and so some of them have, well, most of them, yeah, but I robbed my stationery box, and so just about everybody has a card, just a simple card, and you can decorate it. You can decorate some construction paper if you have it at home. If you need any supplies, feel free to reach out to us. I know we sent everyone a glue stick and an orange crayon, not an orange crayon, a brown crayon, because we were doing Australia. But if there's something that you're like, hey, we don't need this, privately talk to us, and we'll see if we can get something your way. But yeah, the collage is always so fun and great to look forward to. And we made a few weeks packets. And I think from now on we're going to be sending out collage packets, which is really fun. So gather your art supplies, all that you have, and feel free to add it to that pile. And we're going to add some random pieces that we had laying around to add to the pile and have them create something lovely. And man, is there anything else? Tomorrow's packet pickup day. We hope to see you. We hope you bring your manila folder with you. But for those who forgot, we did make some temporary folders that we can use in place of. And if you're having any struggle with picking up the packet, feel free to reach out to your individual teacher, and we can see what we can get worked out. So we're here on campus sometimes, and so there might be a time that we might be able to coordinate with you. But wow, this is a long video. We love you, and we hope that you are feeling well and you are feeling at peace, and you are finding relief and comfort in getting to either be home with your little ones or know that they are somewhere safe with family.